Hello everyone, this is Matthew here for the Moore Park City Library. I'm a member of the library staff here, and today I'm going to teach you a fun math game as part of our STEM/STEAM program of online learning that we're doing here while we are doing online programming. So this game is going to be a fun way to learn some math. We'll also having some fun with some parents, friends, and siblings. We're also preparing you for the fall. And I know all you guys are excited to get back to school soon. One thing I'd like to add is that I'm working to be a teacher. And so, if you like this game that I'm about to play with you guys, please share it with your teachers because they love to learn new games to play with you. And they love to learn new ways to help entertain you guys and make math as fun and exciting as you can. So here we go. So the game that we're about to play is called Battleship Math. And so the way that we're going to play this game is, and first thing is that if you ever played Battleship before, it's very similar. So if you have the game Battleship at home, you can take it out and play kind of like that. But you set up a grid kind of like this. And you can either draw it yourself. I've done an example of this like this. And I'm going to draw one for you right now. Or you can make a table online using the internet or Microsoft Word at home and just going under tables and creating a little table. So here's how you draw the table, is you create a grid. And so you have multiple rows and columns here. And so you just make a line little across like that and just keep going all the way across. You can change up how many lines and columns you use depending on the difficulty of all the players that you want to play with. And then you just add in the columns. Try to get them as big a space as you can because you want these big spaces to be big enough to fit all of your items. So the next thing we're going to do is pick what you're going to play with. Today I have a couple things that you can play with. I have some money, so I have some quarters, some nickels, some dimes. I also have some candy, and I also have some little stickers that we can play with. And then up at the top, you're going to put your numbers. So you're going to start with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I forgot a little line there. That's okay. You all make mistakes. And on the left side here, we're going to go with our letters. So we're going to start with letter A, B, C, D, and E. And you can add as many letters and numbers as you want, depending on who you're playing with. And so if you ever play Battleship before, you know that there's certain spots on the board. You have all these intersecting lines that you can play with here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start by giving each other a pot of items to play with. So right here I have $1 in coins that I'm going to start with, and you should each have an equal number in your pot. So I have 3 quarters, so that is 75 cents. I have 3 nickels, which is 15 cents, so it brings us to 90 cents. And I have 1 dime, and so we have $1. So now that we have our pot and we have it on both sides, we decide how many items we're going to place on the board. And so you just choose however many pieces you want on the board. It can be maybe you want 1 quarter, maybe you want 2 nickels, and maybe you want a dime. And it should be an equal amount for each person. And so when you're ready to play, you just say ready, and then someone will call out a number, letter, and a number. And they'll say maybe A, and they'll say 3. So they'll say a letter, and they'll say a number. Now, if there's an item on that space, then they'll say hit. If there's not, then they'll say miss. So there's not an item there, so they'll say miss. But if there is an item, they'll say hit. And that item, so in this case it's a quarter, goes to the other person. Now, when you're dealing with math, you could say to your child, you can say, how many cents is a quarter? How many cents did we add to the other person? And so you keep playing and playing. Now, if you lose a piece, you get to add a piece and you get to choose another place on the map to play with. And this goes on until you either run out of pieces or until you decide on what the outcome will be. So maybe you just play until you get $1 on this side. And you just say, oh, I have $1, I win. If you're playing, for example, with candy, you can have candy on the board. Maybe you want to say, I'll play until I get to 20. And so if they get 1, you just say, you have 1. How many more does it take to get to 20? And so that's how you play the game. So that's part of Battleship Math. And that's a good way to encourage your kids to learn about how to count, how to play, for example, with money. It's a good way to teach them about the value of different types of coins and how to use them, while also perhaps earning some change so they can get those ice cream treats while it's hot during summer. Or those candy that they want so much. They can get extra candy. And for the older kids, they can start learning about grids, which they'll use in the elementary and middle and high school grades. It's a good way to start them off to get ready for school. All right, so that's a good way to start off. I hope you have fun playing this game. If you have fun, remember to check out more stuff here at the Moore Park City Library. We have lots of fun books on math games, and share this with your teachers, okay? Have a good time. Bye-bye.